I waited until it started to chuck it down before coming to do the post. So it's Thursday, the 19th of November, and it's 9:38 a.m. I'm just on my way to Mum and Dad's. I tried to phone them this morning to get their shopping list, but there was no answer. So I've tried a couple of times, still no answer. So I'm going over just to make sure that they're okay. Pick up the shopping list, and then I'll go and do their shopping locally for them. Then I'll take it back. But just at the moment, I'm just a little bit concerned that I haven't been able to raise them on the telephone, either on the house landline phone or on either of the mobiles. But I'm not really surprised about the mobiles because they very seldom have them switched on anyway. And to be honest, I don't really know why they've got them. Okay, so false alarm. I'm happy to report they're both fine. Dad was in the shed and Mum was blow drying her hair, which is why they didn't hear the telephone. So anyway, I've now got the shopping list, so I'm off to do the shopping. They're a worry, honestly.
We made them, stop pressing me, pushing me, don't push me. We made the mistake at lunchtime of having fish and chips for lunch. We normally eat a big meal on an evening. I'm falling asleep and have been doing since 1:30. I've been out with the dog. We got absolutely soaked. It was running down my neck. The dog was soaked. It was running off his ears. He looked so sad. A lady said to me, "Oh, poor dog." I said, "If he has a wee, we'll go home." He had a wee, so we came home. So we're not wet now.
No.
But hey ho. While I think about it, thank you for all the comments about the baking and the cookery. In the new year, we will be launching a YouTube channel for baking.
Well, we're going to trial it.
We're going to trial it, yes.
So not necessarily just baking. There may be some savoury things in there.
Oh yeah, baking
well.
and cooking, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll start a second channel and we'll trial it and see what happens, and we'll maybe do one video a week.
Yes, to start with.
And see how that goes.
And between you and me, you better subscribe when we do. Because if you don't, that dog's going to be on the street at Christmas. I don't think.
No, I definitely don't think
so either.
No. So that's the official announcement.
Yes.
We'll be launching a new cookery-based YouTube channel
in the new year.
And we're going to be calling it
The Steam Kitchen.
That's the one. It's Sunday, just before it's starting to get dark, and we've spent most of the day dismantling the office, as you can see, and moving furniture around. All of the bookcases and everything have now gone, and my desk, which was there, has now gone as well. So we've moved stuff from the small bedroom into here, and then what furniture is left is that's my workstation there, which I still need to use for filming for this week. And then as soon as this week's over, we're going to swap this area around into the new room next door. Hello. So, and then this is the new office. Ta-da! So a little bit of a smaller room. So we have the printer, filing cabinets, desks, and bookshelf, and then behind the door where the wardrobe currently is, that's going to be the alcove where my filming station is going to be for my YouTube. So pretty much we're just going to flip the way these walls are. So where the filming station is currently in the other room is where the wardrobe's going, and where the wardrobe is now is where my filming station is going to be. Just in there. Perfect little sized alcove for doing exactly what we need. There we go. So that's what we've been doing today, or most of today. It's Monday morning, 11:15 on the 23rd of November. I've just dropped Ian off outside the dentist. He's just had to go in for a quick 10-minute appointment, just as a checkup, a follow-on from the one last week, or the one that he went to on his birthday, just to see whether or not the inflammation and stuff has gone down, and then he's got to make an appointment to see the dental hygienist. So luckily the dentists are still open, even though we are still in lockdown, although in the latter stages of it. So they're just waiting to see now what's going to happen over Christmas as to the levels of lockdown, and what we can and what we can't do over the Christmas period. So hopefully there'll be an announcement later on today about what the government are going to allow people to do. So it's going to be an interesting one.
Thank you.
So I had to lock the doors because there was some salubrious characters walking backwards and forwards.
There always is down here.
Yes.
He's got slippers on.
Slippers? Oh yes. He's out in the street wearing his slippers.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
How was it?
Fine. She said the infection has probably gone.
Probably.
Well, I said there's a little bit of pain still, but what she did say was that when I visit the oral hygienist tomorrow, she'll scale them and it should go completely.
Excellent stuff. So what time's your appointment tomorrow?
8:30 in the morning.
Oh, good grief. That's it's a bit ungodly.
Be fine.
Oh. Bump, 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 bump. Speed bumps.
Baking time again. The cupboards are bare. We have scoffed the lot. So I'm making some, that we call them fork biscuits, but they're fork cookies. Basically, it's just sugar, flour and butter, which I've weighed out here.
I will just pan down so people can see. Unsalted butter.
Yeah.
Obviously, caster sugar.
Yeah.
Which is fine sugar.
Yeah.
Not ultra fine, which is icing sugar. This is caster sugar or superfine sugar. Flour. Glacé cherries.
I love glacé cherries.
Which you have added a little flour to stop them sticking together.
Yeah.
Which is a pro tip.
Yes, yeah. And I'm just going to put some nuts in them.
Right, so you've got walnuts, hazelnuts.
And a little few of left that we had of the almonds from the other day.
Okay, and now you're going to beat the living daylights.
Yeah, but not on the glass mat.
Obviously not, no.
Say again.
Couldn't you use your machine that would blast these?
I could, but they end up like dust.
Right, so they don't turn into like nut flour.
Yeah. It's a good machine, but it chops very finely and you can't really stop it. Okay, those should...
Oh, we forgot to mention raisins.
Oh, with raisins, yes, sorry, yes.
Raisins, just see them in there.
Yeah, num.
Yeah, there's actually still some whole hazelnuts in there.
Just make it a little bit more crunchy.
And there's a couple of full almonds there as well, look.
Let me get a knife. Well, hitting them doesn't always work.
No.
But these biscuits, you can put anything in. It's a basic recipe, and you can just put in them what you want. You can put chocolate in. You can put...
We do have chocolate chips, don't we?
We do.
But we're not putting any in today, are we?
No, we're not.
I'm making a sad face behind the camera.
I'm not overly keen of chocolate chips and cookies.
I know.
Well, we'll come back when we've got it all ready and we'll get it in the mixer.
Yes.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I've got all the flour, not all the flour, all the sugar mixed in with the butter. So it's a very, very fine, it's almost like a
Buttercream.
buttercream, which is a buttercream, I suppose, isn't it? The bowl I put in the oven to warm it because the butter wasn't doing its thing. It wouldn't mix with the sugar, so I've just put it in the oven for a couple of seconds.
What you're basically saying is, you took the butter out of the fridge and you didn't leave it long enough to acclimatise, did you?
But it is cold at the moment, so...
Yes.
So, and then into that I need to add my flour. This is normally the interesting part. I do have a flour guard for my mixer, but I don't use it. There we go. There we are. It will all come together. It's very dry at the moment, as it will be.
Cookery can.
Yeah. But the butter has to, the fat out of the butter has to break down in with the sugar and the flour. There we are, look.
Yeah, I'm sure they heard you over the sound of the mixer then.
There we are, look, it's coming together, you can see it.
Oh yeah.
And that's the fat out of the
Butter.
It's very short, I must admit, but I'll just put a little bit of milk in it in a little while. Yeah, that seems to be going all right. So then I'm just going to pop in there my
Glaced cherries.
glacé cherries. Give that a quick mix up. Don't like getting my mixer dirty. I've had this for 5 years.
Yes.
So how much they were the other day? Oh, I know.
Confetti money.
You're not kidding. £500.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money for a food mixer. There we are, the dough's coming together. So what we'll do, we'll add the nuts. This will make it incredibly dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop all the nuts and that into there. I'm going to put it in, and you'll hear how it's going to struggle. But I'll just put a little bit of milk in. Listen to the noise change. It makes the dough a little bit wetter, but it's also much easier to handle. Because now, if I take that out of there, you'll see it's all mixed up, and the dough is very, very, you'll see there, very, very solid.
Yum.
Which is what we want. Which means that all the cherries, all the nuts, and all the glacé cherries are mixed up. I think that looks about right actually. It doesn't be too wet. If it gets too wet, when you put it in the oven you get a lot of steam off the biscuits and there's no point.
No.
Never put water in. Never ever put water into biscuits or a cake if you're making it. The only thing that's going to happen is it's going to get very wet and it's not going to rise properly. Milk is great because the fat in the milk binds to the flour. It makes it wet, but it also makes it more pliable. Can you see what I mean? Anyway, tip number 1. 2. So I'll just clean this off and I'll get my trays out and we'll start training up ready to go in the oven. Mike's tummy's rumbling, I can hear it from here.
I know.
Okay, so we've now got it into a lovely big ball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fist it back onto there so it's easier for me to work with. I've got a very, very small ice cream scoop.
Melon baller.
And you. Just going to put it in a little bit of cold water. I'm just going to spoon them out one at a time. Need to be the size of walnuts. If you
Walnut shells.
Yeah, walnut shells. Sorry, yeah. Walnut shells.
Confuse people.
Sorry, everyone. So my hands are clean. Well, they are now. So I'll probably get 4 on there. This mixture is enough to make 32 biscuits.
32 little cookies.
Yeah. Let's say a little. It's still going to be, what, 2 inches across. They're not the mammoth cookies that we made before. These are genteel cookies for genteel people. And then before we put them in the oven, we use a fork.
Hence the name.
Hence the name, fork biscuits. You just push them down like that.
Zoom in.
Okay. Don't be too concerned about the shape because they will spread differently. These look lovely actually. All the stuff in them. Just keep them roughly circular.
About 1.5 inches, isn't it, round about?
Yeah, yeah. But they will actually go a lot.
Yeah.
A lot
well,
more.
Once the butter's melted.
I mean, you can, if you want, you can roll them in your fingers. Break the dough off and roll them in your fingers. But I think it's better to do them this way. Then they're all the same size. If not, we have big boy biscuits and little boy biscuits. But we end up with more big boy biscuits because of the way it works. But still, the mixture is going down. I've got those on the tray, and we're still got loads. So we'll come back to you. They go in the oven. They're 180 degrees for 20 minutes.
Fan
oven, yeah, for 20 minutes. So
whatever that is in
yeah.
Fahrenheit or whatever.
Yeah, but we'll come back to you when they come out of the oven, and you'll see how scrummy lovely they are. Well, they better be. They're ready! Excuse the oven gloves. I keep burning them.
Rather the gloves than your hands.
Oh. Yep, perfect.
They look good enough to eat.
It's a good start, isn't it?
It is.
I'll just set the alarm at the start again because I have the rest of the batter.
So 2 dozen there and another 9 just going
36 in total.
Ah, fantastic.
Just about the right apart. Need to cool. I inclined to keep messing with them and they just fall to pieces.
Well, don't.
It's still warm.
Leave them. Stop it.
Mm-mm.
We shall come back in a minute then.
Oh. I can smell the sugar. I can smell the cherries. I can smell the currants. They just smell lovely.
You all steamed up?
Yes, I am. Last lot's come out.
There we go. Look at that. Perfection on a platter.
But I think these probably be ready now to take off the tray.
Oh.
Where? One. Just turn them slightly anti-clockwise or clockwise, whichever way you want.
And just give them a twist.
Yeah, it just breaks the seal of the oil onto the tray.
But of course you could use parchment paper.
You could. But there's no point using parchment because they don't really stick.
Oh, if only there was smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell what these were like.
But you get so many out of the mixture, it's not expensive to make.
Oh no.
What's nice about these biscuits is they're so short. So, I mean, that one's that's broken. If you can zoom in. They're still warm, bear in mind.
Look.
Full
Yumminess.
of oh lordy, they're lovely. Eat my mate.
In it goes.
Well, good morning everyone. It's 7:30 on Tuesday morning and look at that sunrise. I don't normally see a sunrise because I get up too late. It is beautiful. It's not raining, it's cold. We're up early because we have an appointment at the dentist this morning, well, the oral hygienist. Mr. Bentley has got his coat on. Stay. There we go. It's all wrapped up. Come on then. Come on. He's a good boy. Oh, we'll cut away from that. He's having a tinkle.
It's 8:40. Let's turn the radio off. I've just dropped Ian off at the dental hygienist, or the oral hygienist as he calls it. Because he's not going to be in for long, I thought I'd just come down to one of the supermarkets in the town and do a little bit of quick shopping. Obviously, with it being before 9 o'clock, the place is dead, it's deserted, which is great. I may come and do my shopping at this time every week. No crowds, not a thing, which is good. But I've managed to get some savoury stuff, what we call a Cornish pasty, and they're both still warm, so they're fresh out of the oven. It's a shame they're not going to be like that by the time it gets to eating them this evening. So it's Tuesday afternoon, and I've just come downstairs from the office to find the food mixer whirring away. Let's see what he's making, shall we?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to make Mike some coconut pyramids.
Some what?
Coconut pyramids.
Pyramids made of coconut?
Yes. Daryl molds. All this recipe has in it is desiccated coconut, caster sugar, 2 large eggs, and a little bit of vanilla flavouring, and that's it.
We call it desiccated coconut.
Desiccated.
Yes.
There we are, that's it mixed.
Looks very bright.
That's the egg. That's all that's in it. It's just coconut, sugar and eggs. I've put a little bit of vanilla in it as well. Vanilla always goes nice with coconut.
It does.
So that's the mixture.
Excellent. Are you not putting anything else in there?
No, that's all you can put into it. What else do you fancy in
I
it?
don't know. I'm just thinking, do they not normally go pink or anything? Do you not put?
I've not got any food colouring.
You don't put any strawberry jam or anything like that?
No, you don't. No.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to put a couple of spoonfuls of jam in it to make it go pink?
I don't. No, you're making it, not me.
I'll see if we've got any strawberry jam, but in the meantime, somebody's at the door wanting to come in.
Look, there's somebody outside. He's been playing outside in the garden. Come on in then.
Put some strawberry jam in it, make it a bit coloured. Okay?
Is that what you're going to do?
Yep.
Add the jam?
Yeah.
Okay. Ha. Pinker now.
So Julia Child's behind me here thinks he knows everything. That's a... Oh, it's got raw egg in it, though, hasn't it? That's nice. I'm not pregnant, but I'm fine. Oh, that's nice.
Hang on, somebody's padding around.
Somebody knows what's going on. Oh, hang on. Children.
I know. Go on then. Monkey.
So, what we're going to do next is when I get all the goodiness off the spatula, off the beater, just take that out and put that in the bowl. If it was raw cake, I'd have eaten it, but there's a bit too much eggs in that for me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just get myself a little spoon. So I might as well use our...
Should we come back later? Or?
I was going to show you how it's going to go into the mould.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just rub that off there. Don't want to... Oh yeah, put that there. Okay, so what I need to do then is dip it in the cold water.
In cold water, yes.
Yeah, not too wet. Then you spoon it in. Need to get a smaller spoon, excuse me. You spoon the mixture in, but not too tight.
Yes. Perhaps we should have done this without the radio on.
Oh yes.
But never mind, it's just playing adverts at the moment.
There we are, okay.
Yep.
Theoretically.
Yep. Oh.
Oh no, there's not enough in it.
You're not compacted enough.
Not compacted it enough. There we are.
Ah.
That looks better.
Okay.
Right, okay. There we are.
That looks rather yummy.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
Dip it
I
again.
shall come back when you've done all the others.
Indeed. Methinks the durian mould is too big. The recipe says you can make 12. We've got 5.
Well, you know, 5's better than none.
They're going to be really, really big.
Yes, well that's fine. I don't mind that at all.
I mean, what I could do is put it all back in and just make them into balls. No, okay.
Sorry?
Roll them into balls.
No,
That's smart.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Leave them as they are. 5 is more than adequate. Thank you.
Well, we know next time to just use an egg cup.
So we'll have to buy one then.
Yes, we haven't got an egg cup, ladies and gentlemen. No. So we'll get an egg cup, and they'll probably be half that size. But look at them; they look lovely.
Yes.
Looks like rice.
Yes, it does look like rice, doesn't it? Right, let's get them in the oven. Okay, so the time has gone.
It has.
Oh, they smell absolutely delicious.
They're not too bad actually. They should hold up all right when they're cool. It should only be half that size. If
How long have I got to wait?
Quarter of an hour.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
You can dive into one now, but you'll burn yourself.
So, was it easy to make?
Very easy to make, but too big.
Okay. Yes, perhaps. I think the proof of the pudding is definitely going to be in the eating, isn't it?
I agree with you, yes.
So as I was saying about the proof of the pudding is in the eating, are you ready?
They look very, very moist.
Absolutely, if I may use a little bit of hyperbole, ladies and gentlemen, bloody lovely. What's that supposed to mean? What are you throwing them at me for?
Good morning, everyone. We've just received a little bit of happy mail. I'll say good morning. Yes, it is still good morning. We've received a bit of happy mail from Norway from a lovely, lovely lady called Ingen Hodegaard. I hope I'm saying that right. And she's done the most amazing, and I mean amazing, we've just dried our eyes, painting of Bentley.
Yes, it literally, we both burst into tears when we opened the envelope.
It's stunning.
So look at this. Painted portrait of Mr. Bentley. That is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, both Ian and I just burst into tears.
As I say, it's from Ingen, and Ingen has a doggy, a Rhodesian Ridgeback called Zuri. So, woof woof Zuri.
Just have a quick slurp of that. It's Wednesday afternoon and it's just approaching 3:30. Ian's out with Mr. Bentley on their afternoon WALK. And I just wanted to just quickly jump on just to say, both really surprised at receiving that beautiful portrait from Ingen this morning. So it's kind of knocked us for six. We've been looking on the internet and trying to find a really, really nice frame to put it in for that size. About 6 inches by 8 inches, so it's a nice size picture. So this morning I've been obviously editing the vlog ready to go for tonight, but I've also been working on a project for 2021. So the project that I'm working on is one that's going to span the whole of the year. So it's going to be a series, and I've created this morning a journal that I'm going to be working in throughout the entire of 2021, creating a series of art journal pages which are purely collaged and assembled, not painted or stenciled. So it's just literally using bits of ephemera, and it's going to be quite interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting exercise to do this all through the year. Excuse me, just knocked the camera there. So that's what I've been working on today, and I think I've got most of it done. So all I have to do is just once a month just sit down and create another page and film it as part of the series. So I've also been working on 2021's mission inspiration as well. So just mixing that up a little bit this year or next year as well. So yeah, it's been a busy old day today. So I'm going to wrap this week up. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of our angels, because without you, these videos definitely wouldn't be possible. Thank you. So that's all from us this week. We'll see you all again next. Bye for now.